Hey Bible lovers, got a comparison video for you guys today. This is the comparison, side-by-side comparison with the Omega Thinline Reference Edition and the Heirloom Thinline. And one is in a brown goat skin and the other is in a deep brown goat skin. Very different colors. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the colors on the video, but one is this Heirloom Thinline is a lighter colored brown, and this deep brown of the Omega is almost black. It's so dark, but it looks really good. So anyhow, here's the comparison between the two. Let's start with the boxes. These are the boxes for the two. This is the Heirloom Thinline. And it's the same kind of box, a black open and closed box. And you can see the retail is $225. You can pause it for the ISBN if you'd like there. And the Heirloom, or the Omega Thinline in deep brown, there's the ISBN. But you see the retail is almost $300. I've seen them vary. I've seen some boxes say $250, some boxes say $300. Not really sure why they vary, but anyway, you can see the boxes are different size because the Bibles are different size. But anyhow, that gives you the ISBN and the retails for both of them. Now the cover, both have raised ribs, 4 raised ribs. Both have the Holy Bible, ESV, and English Standard Version with the Crossway stamp. Both have the stitch perimeter all the way around. And both have got the same kind of texture and feel of goat skin. It's the same smoother kind of, it's really grainy, but it's not a heavy grain. It's kind of a smoother goat skin. And both have the same liner, the same calfskin liner with the gilt line on the interior. As you can see there. They're both bound by young blood. Both are edge lined. And really the only major differences are going to be in the block. Both have got a like salmon color art gilt that has like a speckling. You can see where it's kind of spotty. I mean, and they both do this because they're both this one has a little mark on the art gilt, but anyway, you can see they're both similarly art gilded. Same color, same kind of speckling, which I kind of like. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people prefer the double sprayed. And this one, I like the character it gives it. One of the differences that's non-textural, non-format is the ribbons. The Omega has 4 ribbons of different colors. You have like a tan and light brown, dark brown, and black, where the Thinline only has the 2 brown. Now, as far as the text goes, the Heirloom Thinline, let's find the same text. Let's see. Let's find the same text. Let's go to Luke. Oh. Sorry for the time. Probably should have this marked. Luke 20. That'll work. All right, you can see the Heirloom Thinline. Let me just go through it. It is not line matched. It's double column with an 8-point font. No references, so it's smaller. Okay, and the Omega Thinline is a 10-point font with references in the bottom right-hand corner on every page. It's double column as well, and it is line matched. So there's a little bit of difference there. And as far as the readability, the line matching is okay. But this paper, both of them are produced with Youngblood paper and Youngblood printing. The readability is still really good on the Heirloom Thinline, really good. And it's a little bit better on the Omega, but I mean, it's not that much. It's not that big of a deal. And in the back, they both have the same concordance. Let me get to it. Sorry, one more. They both have the same concordance, and I will show you the one for the Thinline. Oh, wrong way. Here's this. Let me do this number. It's the same exact concordance, the same size, and the same Bible maps on glossy cardstock, which I hate. Now a big difference, or a difference, is in the Heirloom Thinline. When you get to the end of the concordance, before you get to the maps, there are 2 sheets of white paper where they're not there in the Omega. So, and I'll show you that real quick. See, here's the start of the maps, and you got a couple of sheets of white paper there at the end of the concordance. So it's pretty nice. That's kind of nice to have. I think I mentioned in the Thinline review that I would love to see both of these editions with lined paper in the back. So just want to throw that out there for my Crossway friends. So anyway, that's basically the comparison between the two. The size difference is that the Omega is a little over an inch, and the Thinline's a little under an inch thick. The Omega is a 9x6, where the Thinline's like an 8.5 by 5.5. It's not much difference, but in the hand, it's a little more portable. They're both very floppy editions. Both are very, very floppy, and I mean, really well done. Crossway does a great job with the Omega and the Heirloom, all the Heirloom editions. But as far as you can see, they're both pretty floppy. Actually the Thinline's probably a little more floppy, but they're both for different uses. This one has references. It's got a bigger text, probably better for preaching. Where this one's a little more portable, a little more flexible, easier to pack. You can fold it in half. I mean, you can do whatever you want to with it, really. But you're not going to have the references. It's still a really good reader, even with the 8-point font. So anyway, they'll have their own particular uses and strengths. So anyway, that's the comparison between the Omega Thinline Reference Edition and the Heirloom Thinline from Crossway. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys that are planning on or wanting to get either one of these, that maybe you kind of know the differences, with a side-by-side comparison. So thank you guys for watching. God bless.